In this video, we're going to discuss the beginning of this Qigong set and the very first posture that you'll be holding in this Qigong set as you focus on the various things that we talked about in the intro video. So to begin the Qigong set, you're going to start with your feet about shoulder width apart. What I mean by shoulder width apart is the outsides of your feet will line up about with the outsides of your shoulders. You're going to bend the knees slightly, tilt the hips just enough to straighten out the curvature in the lower back, tuck the chin enough to straighten out the curvature of the neck. Imagine you have that string gently pulling on the top of your head when pulling on the tailbone, elongating the spine. You want to gently press your tongue against the roof of the mouth, relax the chest, relax the shoulders. And you're going to breathe in and out 3 times, and each time you inhale, you bring the hands up in front to about chest level with the palms up. Then as you exhale, the hands turn palm down and you press back down. So that's 1. Inhale again, drawing the hands up. Exhale as they press down. That's 2. Inhale again, drawing the hands up. And this time as you exhale, it's going to be a little bit different. As you exhale, you turn the hands so the palms are facing away from you, away from your center line. And you're going to push them down on either side of your hips with the palms facing away. And as you do that, after the inhale, as you start to send the hands down, you're going to push the heels out away from your center line so that you're standing pigeon-toed with the knees and the toes pointing in, heels pointing out. So it doesn't have to be a really big turn out, like you don't have to be, completely pigeon-toed. You're basically just turning the heels out a little bit to make sure that the toes are pointed in toward your center line and your knees are pointed in toward your center line to help aid in the structure of this stance and also help conserve your energy as you're practicing this Qigong. Now, you want the hands relaxed, but you don't want the fingers touching. You want the hands just slightly open, fingers pretty much straight, but not with tension and not really wide opening of the fingers. It's just enough so that there's space in between, the hands can stay relaxed. So once again, starting with your feet about shoulder width apart. Inhale, drawing the hands up, that's 1. Exhale as they press down. Second time, inhale, drawing the hands up. Exhale as they press down. Once again, third time, inhale as the hands come up. As you exhale, the fingers are going to drop down, palms facing away from your center line, and as you push the hands down to either side, push the heels out and relax down into the stance. So with this, again, the hips are still tilted, the tongue is pressing against the roof of your mouth, your chin is still tucked back to keep the spine straight. Spine still elongated, chest relaxed, shoulders relaxed. And the hands are in line with your body, so they aren't out in front, they aren't back behind. When you push them down to the side, they go down on either side of your hips. Now you want them just away from the hips, so you don't want them actually in contact with your sides. You want them out a little bit. And the best way to do that, to avoid bringing the shoulders up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, just push the elbows out a little bit till it brings the hands away from your hips. Another way to think of it is opening up the armpits. So if your arms are right next to your side, your armpits are closed. And if you were, say, to have a balloon in there that was inflating, to open it up, it would kind of push the elbows out and raise the hands a little bit, but the shoulders could still be relaxed. And that's your stance that you're going to be holding through the first part of this Qigong set. So that's your first posture. There's going to be 8 postures total. This is your first one. So when you begin your Qigong, you go through those 3 breaths. At the end of the third one, you get into your first posture. And you're going to hold this, focusing on whatever you're supposed to be focusing on at whatever level you are in practicing Qigong, whether that's just focusing on the structure, focusing on the lower belly, focusing on moving the Qi or the energy. Kind of depends. We talked about those different things to focus on in the intro video, so if you aren't sure what I'm talking about, go back and look at that video to see what the explanation for those is. So as you can see, this is not a very complicated stance. Palms away from your center line, hands on either side of your hips, elbows pushed out a little bit, armpits open, toes and knees pointed in, same structure that we started with. Since this is such a straightforward posture, I'm not going to spend any more time explaining it, and I will just let you get to practicing it. So have a lot of fun with this one.